Assalamu alaikum wa Eid Mubarak and Awida to the month of Ramadan. We are with you this evening from Robert Sham, Johannesburg, with the Unlocking Eid special. Myself, Shakeel Garda, and Thaakir Dawood. Somebody I would normally greet in Masjid after Eid Salah is now alongside me. So at least I can say my Eid is slightly close to normal, but of course not completely normal. And we are trying to socially distance, although we are in a studio. Please do forgive us for that. I'll let Thaakir greet you, and then we can tell you a bit about what's up for grabs this evening, inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Thaakir Dawood. Very different space that I'm with Shakeel in right now. Like you said, normally Eid morning we'd be greeting each other, rushing to the front of the mosque, trying to see who can greet the Imam first. But yeah, we joined in studio tonight and we're gonna run you through a bit of a different Eid program. We're going to be touching base with communities and find out how people's going to be dealing with this Eid around the globe. So if you guys want to interact with us, you can comment down in the comment section below on Facebook, and yeah, interact with us, give us a call. We will be sharing the WhatsApp line soon, and we're looking forward to hear from you. Send us your Takbir voice clips. I mean, let's make it feel lekker. Let's make everybody feel like it is Eid on any other occasion, not just during lockdown.
Yeah, no, definitely. So I think we're going to be having the takbir. As we know, the Awida is customarily done to greet the month of Ramadan. You'll find aspects of it being said, Awida Shahrul Ramadan, Awida Shahrul Siyam, and that is the month of fasting. We do know, however, that the deeds don't stop in the month of Shawwal or in the rest of our lives. It's just that a concentration, a training camp for the rest of our lives has now come to an end, and it's time for us to take off the armbands and go swimming. Hopefully, not with the sharks. So we're going to be starting off with the Abdul Jabbar Boomguard, with the Ofi Boomguard, and Muhammad Tariq Boomguard, and Rida Isaacs. They are in Basmant, and they're going to be taking us through the Awida. Usually, Abdul Jabbar will be in the masjid, standing by the mic system, and with the biggest, most emotional gusto doing the Awida. Unfortunately, this won't be happening this evening, but they will be doing it for us anyway, and now people can watch. So if you are watching, please do share, create a watch party, bring your family, your friends to watch, because it is indeed Eid online. And Abdul Jabbar Bumgad, Aufi Bumgad, Muhammad Tariq Bumgad, and Rida Isaacs will be doing the takbir for us and the Awida. Before they begin, though, I must actually say that I've really appreciated it if Abu Jabbar and the likes of his friends over there and his family over there could just do us a favor and tell your family members to watch as well and to join this particular thing that is a Facebook broadcast as well. Because ultimately they are the ones that are going to be saying Amin to your du'as, I suppose. So let me start by saying Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to the guys there. Can you
Assalamu
guys hear
alaikum
us?
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamu alaikum. Yes.
Alaikum salam. So I just want to say shukran to all of you for your patience and your sabr that you've had waiting for us. I know you can't wait. If you could just create a watch party on Facebook, if possible, and yeah, create a watch party for us, please. And then yeah. Anyway, so without any further ado, we're just gonna warn the listeners. We're keeping it very casual. Normally, we're in a shark attack time. I'm on full attack mode, and we're in a shark cage. This evening, it's friendly, it's casual, it's like it is when you greet your family. If you see us drifting apart and just going to type on the computer and stuff like that, please please forgive us. Nonetheless, we're going to be doing the Awida. The Awida is customarily done in the masjid to greet the month of Ramadan, not to say goodbye forever, but to say to mark the occasion of the month ending, and of course reminding ourselves of the aspects of the month that we hope to implement in the rest of our year. So Abdul Jabbar Bumgad is often the one assigned in the masjid to do the Awida at Basmat Masjid, and joined by him is Abdul Rauf Tofi, Abdul Rauf Bumgad, and Muhammad Tariq Bumgad, which is a father and a son, and then Rida Isaacs as well. All of them who are Bilals at Basmat Masjid, and who are together, alhamdulillah, for our broadcast. We appreciate it to all of you. So without any further ado, we'll get to questions later, right? But we're first going to start with the Alwida, because ons moet eerst die man groet, inshallah. So as we say, we greet the man. Abu Jabbar, could please comment on that. And I'm not sure if you guys are going to be doing this together or apart or whatever. However you do it, just do it with the best of your ability, and Allah guide us. Amen.
لك يا حنان سبحانك يا منان سبحانك يا ديان السلام عليك يا شهر رمضان السلام عليك يا شهر الغفران السلام عليك لا أوحش الله منك يا شهر القرآن الوداع يا شهر الثواب الوداع يا شهر القرآن الوداع يا شهر الأيتام الوداع يا شهر الصيام الوداع يا شهر القيام الوداع يا شهر التراويح الوداع يا شهر المفاتيح الوداع يا شهر المصابيح الوداع يا شهر الذكر والتسابيح الوداع يا شهر حطام الأوزان ليت أيامك علينا بالتمام تقوم كان مساجدنا بك بالخيرات معمور ومصابيحنا بك بالأنوار مشهور وذنوبنا بك بعفو الله مغفور السلام عليك يا شهر رمضان السلام عليك يا شهر القرآن السلام عليك يا شهر الغفران الوداع الوداع يا شهر رمضان الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله هو الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر Allahu Akbar walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah, wallahu akbar, Allahu akbar walillahil hamd. Allahu akbar, Allahu akbar, Allahu akbar. La ilaha illallah, wallahu akbar, Allahu akbar walillahil hamd. Allahu akbar, Allahu akbar, Allahu akbar. La ilaha illallah, wallahu akbar, Allahu akbar walillahil hamd. Allahu akbar, Allahu akbar. La Allahu akbar walillahil hamd. Allahu akbar kabira walhamdulillahi hamdan katsira wa subhanallahil azim wa bihamdil karim bukratan wa asila. La ilaha illallah wa la na'bud illa iyyahu mukhlisina lahu-d-din walau kariha kafirun. La ilaha illallah wahdahu sadaka wa'dahu wa nasra abda wa a'azza jundahu wa hazama al-ahzaba wahda. La ilaha illallah wallahu akbar, Allahu akbar walillahil hamd. Allahu akbar, Allahu akbar, Allahu akbar. La ilaha
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله هو الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله هو الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. Shukran for that. Alhamdulillah to the Bosman Bilals. And we hope, inshallah, that Allah accepts this rendition of His glorification on this night of Eid. Of course, we cannot be together in person, and so we are socially distancing. However, we can still be together while being apart. We're going to be having Imam Zakaria Dupri next. That is the Imam of Masjidul Ashiqeen of Florida. And this Imam will be speaking to us, alhamdulillah, quite briefly. And Imam, ek gaan vra om dit net kort te hou, inshallah, to give us some advice. After we leave this studio this evening, we have a long night ahead of us. And no, I don't mean baking and cooking. I mean, it's a night of ibadah. It's a night of receiving glad tidings, inshallah. So just some advice from Imam Zakaria Dupri on what it is we can be doing this evening. And Imam, I'm not going to interrupt you, but I'm going to ask you to keep it crisp because we are running late. And I really appreciate that you are here with us, myself and Thaakir. Really appreciate it. Shukran. Assalamu alaikum.
Listeners,
Imam,
to yourselves in the studio.
Without any further ado, Imam, you can go for it.
Am I? Okay. So, firstly, I greet everybody. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I do apologize. My connection is a bit weak, but we will try our best. My connection upstairs is also a little bit weak, but we will share whatever little bit of advice we can with everybody. I'd like everybody to just think about a verse of Quran, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about the Sahaba radiallahu anhum and how they would worship Him throughout the night. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala praises them and says, وَبِالْأَسْحَارِ هُمْ يَسْتَغْفِرُونَ. That at the time of suhoor, they would engage in istighfar. They would seek Allah's forgiveness. Despite having spent the whole night in ibadah, they would seek Allah's forgiveness at the time of suhoor. And the lesson we learn from this is very beautiful. That no matter how much ibadah we make, and no matter how we worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there is always room for improvement, and we could never truly worship Allah the way we ought to. I mean, look at the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the dua which he said, Allahumma ma arafnaka haqqa ma'rifatik, Allahumma ma abadnaka haqqa ibadatik. Allah, we have not recognized you as we ought to have recognized you, and we have not worshipped you as we ought to have worshipped you. So basically, tonight is the night which has been referred to as Laylatul Jaizah, a night in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives the reward for those who had been worshipping Him. But now, that would probably be for people like yourselves, people like myself, who is weak in general and who didn't really make the necessary effort. And we pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives us. It is now the time to engage in istighfar and seek Allah's forgiveness for not having fulfilled the right of Ramadan. So we engage in tawbah, we engage in istighfar. And if you have not read Salatul Tasbih, tonight would be a very, very good night to try and engage in Salatul Tasbih. That is the basic, short and sweet message that I'd like to share with everybody, that I was reading today in the Quran as well, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يا عبادي الذين أسرفوا على أنفسهم لا تقنطوا من رحمة الله إن الله يغفر الذنوب جميعا. That, O my servants who have wronged themselves, who have transgressed against themselves, never ever lose hope in the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives all sins. Each and every sin that we could possibly commit, Allah is prepared to forgive that, except obviously kufr and shirk, which we do not fall into, which is why we are turning to Him, because we are believers. So let us have high hopes in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He will forgive our shortcomings, forgive our sins. And tonight is the night we engage in istighfar. It is a night for dua. It is a night for tawbah. It is also a night to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for a beautiful month of Ramadan which has passed. And we pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts from all of us, the listeners, the hosts, myself. تقبل الله منا ومنكم صالح الأعمال. جزاكم الله خير. عيد مبارك. كل عام وأنتم بخير. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and accept your Ramadan. And may this 2020 turn out against all odds to be your most prosperous, your most beneficial, your most blessed year. Jazakumullahu khaira. That's all the advice that I have for tonight. It's a night of ibadah again. I've been asked to keep it short and sweet. Brother Shakeel and Brother Baqir, shukran jazilan. May Allah bless you and accept you. I appreciate that you've considered me worthy of participating in your show. And I humbly request that you and the listeners also make special dua for me, very, very weak servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We pray Allah accepts our little bit of effort as well. And Allah is very, very kind. We pray that Allah treats us all with that beautiful, infinite, majestic kindness of His. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khair. And shukran to you, Imam Zakaria Dipli, who we hope to meet when things normalize, inshallah.
Ameen, Ameen, Ameen. Shukran for those words of wisdom, Imam. We're really looking forward to tomorrow's Eid lecture, inshallah. Are you going to be giving it to us on Facebook, live from the Masjid's page, Imam? It looks like we just had a break in sound. I mean, what beautiful words from Imam Zakaria there. I mean, certainly looking forward to what this day has in store for us. What this day has in store for us. It's going to be quite an interesting one. I mean, aren't you excited?
Yes, I am indeed. We have such a packed program this evening, and we're going to be speaking to Brother Shabuddin from the Cape. Brother Shabuddin Romani, who's in charge of the initiative called Takbir for All. That is Takbir for All. That means that all of us are invited to Takbir with Brother Shabuddin and the entire country, in fact, at 8 p.m. tomorrow, at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, whereby we will all be engaging ourselves in the Takbir of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and glorifying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we would love to welcome Brother Shabuddin Romani, that is from the Cape, and we would of course be speaking now, as I said, about Takbir for All, and hopefully after this you'll be inspired to Takbir with everybody at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, inshallah. Brother Shabuddin, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khairan for the opportunity, Brother Shakeel, and to Salaamedia. Takbir for All is a very interesting concept. It's came out of the establishment of the Salt River Heritage Society. For those of us who don't know Salt River, it's probably the oldest suburb in South Africa, modern South Africa, from after the invasion, I call it, of Jan van Riebeeck and the decimation of the local population at the time. So Salt River is about 5 kilometers, for those of us who don't know, from the Cape Town CBD, and it over the years became quite a bit of a cosmopolitan suburb, and then suffered enormously under the Group Areas Act. District 6, as many of you might know, is not very far from Salt River. It's about 3-4 kilometers away from Salt River. And about 2 odd years ago, I initiated the idea of kind of starting to look at recording the history of the peoples, the institutions, the masajids, the churches, the schools, the sports clubs of the suburb, simply because if we don't record it, somebody else will do so, and they will do so having their own opinion. The idea was to have those of us who emerged from the suburb to, in fact, record their own history. That's what we started to do. So Takbir for All, and by the way, just a matter of interest, the late Dalla Umar was our first Minister of Justice in Nelson Mandela's cabinet, came from Salt River, at one of the schools there. Current Judge Desai, Siraj Desai, is from Salt River. Judge Bashir Wagley is from Salt River. And like them, there are many other people who emerged from this little suburb of about 14, 20 roads. It's not a big suburb, but it's very rich in its history. And more importantly, in terms of the kind of culture and values that we had established over the years. There were Muslims and non-Muslims living cheek by jowl in the area. And what was interesting was we were in and out of each other's homes. So with the demise of apartheid, people started to move out and so on. And the concern was that if we don't capture the history of the place, it would be lost. So what we did was we started to gather information, and this has now happened over the last 2 odd years. What happened because of the lockdown, we've been having Zoom meetings to try and keep the momentum going about the heritage of the area and so on. And then 2 of our committee members were walking around at the time. It was allowed for them to walk around in the morning. One of them being Dr. Coney Benson, a non-Muslim historian at UWC, and Nadia Akhadin was walking in the area, and Dr. Coney Benson then suggests, it would be nice if we have some kind of song or something that's done that brings people together again, given that we are under lockdown and we're not allowed to make contact with each other. And that then was brought to one of our Zoom meetings, and the discussion then morphed from one to the other. And somebody and I think it was Nadia, suggested, why don't you recite the Takbir, or ask the community to recite the Takbir, which just caught on like a flame. And the idea is then to ask people to step outside onto the stoops, not cross the road, not go next door, simply step outside at the time of that we would normally have been in the masjids, and recite the Takbir. We then contacted the 2 imams of the 2 masjids. The 2 masjids on the 2 ends of the suburb, Imam Shafiq and Maulana Kha, and they came on board in a very, very big way. And Alhamdulillah, it caught on to such a point that we now have caught all the proverbial virus. It's gone viral. The Muslim Judicial Council has in fact endorsed the opportunity, and most of the Cape Town suburbs now are going to do what we do where it is possible, where people live quite close to each other. Saltire, though, is a mixed community of Muslims and non-Muslims and Hindus, and people from foreign countries now live in the community. And we wanted this to be a very cohesive, very cooperative kind of opportunity, and that's what's going to happen tomorrow, inshallah. So at 8 o'clock sharp, the masajis at the 2 ends of the suburb will call the Takbir from the loudspeakers, and people in the area would be reciting the Takbir. And inshallah, that Takbir we're hoping will resonate not only in Saltire, but will resonate all over the world, inshallah. And we're asking the world to follow us. And our humble request obviously is that they do this. The Takbir itself is a very powerful dua that we make, and we're asking that everybody makes this dua for all of us, that we get out of where we are now at the moment, inshallah, and that Allah grants us the shafa that we need as a community, as a global community, and inshallah, we're confident that that's going to happen.
I think Thaakir next to me has his origins in the Woodstock Salt River area, and his family being from there. So I think it'll only be fair if he says a few words maybe about these experiences.
Welcome, Thaakir.
I think it would be an amazing experience, and like you said, it must spread to the rest of the world and the rest of the communities around South Africa. It's something that we can all endorse, and I'm sure in many of the communities now in Johannesburg as well. Our communities are of such where we're very closely knit, and I think that this would be the perfect opportunity for everybody just to sort of embrace Eid the way it should be embraced. Absolutely. Where there's only one common goal, and that is praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And shukran so much for your community for starting this initiative, and I think that would be great for everybody to buy in. You've certainly got the buy-in from us at Salaamedia and everybody else in our communities. We're going to be taking back. I know Shakeel's taking this back to Greenside. I'll be taking it back to Crosby. And we're looking forward. Shabuddin, please send your videos and spread it on social media. And let's make this go viral so that the world can see the beauty of Islam and what this religion really is about.
Inshallah. Inshallah. You can work as a copy.
Without any further ado, 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, please be in your stoep, on your stoep, in your front yard. And as you skam us, dan bly nie huis in, but please do the takbir, and please do not cross the road, as you said. Don't let something good turn into something negative, where we are told that we contravened the lockdown. But ultimately, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is most glorious, and it is that which you are earmarking. It's not about how nice you sound or how nice I sound. Ultimately, it's about the collective beseeching Allah's mercy on the day of Eid, inshallah. So, Brother Shabuddin and to the team, Yes.
Can I just say it's gone so viral that the SABC's got wind of it, and they're going to be flighting little news clips that we're providing them with. There's two or three other organizations that will be doing a documentary on the event, inshallah. So we will share
Yes.
that with you.
In fact, I'm also part of a team that's doing a documentary on this, and I will speak to you offline, inshallah, about putting me in touch with people that are going to be doing some video footage so that the footage is of quality. But ultimately, as we say, take away all the cameras, take away all the people watching. It's about connecting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the end of the day. And we hope that that is the ultimate goal that is reached, inshallah. So without any further ado, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam.
Next up, ironically, Brother Shabuddin and anyone else listening, we're going to be speaking about the barang tong, the infamous dish that people are very divided about. And somebody will be coming to explain to us the do's and don'ts around that. So please do stay tuned. To you who are watching and listening, Yasmina Ali will be speaking to us about the tong and the South Place culture of Eid breakfast, inshallah. So please stay tuned.
Wonderful. Shukran.
Afwan.
Ek is by die werk. Anyway, so
just in one
we're
moment,
going to be speaking to Yasmina.
We're going to be speaking to Ubuntu. Yes.
First Ubuntu, Yasmina. Ubuntu. Okay, so it seems like we're going to have a break with Ubuntu Islam doing us some.
They're going to be doing a quick nasheed for us, and then Ubuntu is going to be doing a quick nasheed for us, and then we will be crossing over to Yasmin Ali from Bakeway, who supplied us with lovely dishes that's out here on our table. We will be showing that to you in just a bit, and also she's going to explain to us obviously about our traditional dishes that we normally have on Eid and how to prepare them. One of them, like Shakeel said, being the tong and the South Place. Earlier this evening, I was struggling to find out what is the English word for South Place, and then our brother Safaraz was like, "Yo, bro, it's salt meat." So yeah, just a bit we're going to be having Ubuntu, and then we'll be crossing over to Yasmin Ali to give us the insight into what it takes to make the perfect tong for Labaran. So yeah, we have Ubuntu that is on the line currently, and they're going to be doing a quick takbir for us as they also share their lovely Eid spirit with us, inshallah, on the radio station right now.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Can you hear us?
We're really honored to have you with us this evening. Ironically, the word Ubuntu or the name Ubuntu Islam are two words that mean much the same thing. And Imam actually highlighted this yesterday, and he said that we need more Ubuntu and we need more Islam at the time of COVID-19, when people are living apart, but yet we need each other more than ever. So it's a pleasure to have you from Soweto with us this evening to bring us some barakah and praises of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on Salaamedia this evening.
It's actually our pleasure. It's a pleasure for you, like to invite us and actually want to hear more of Ubuntu Islam. We really appreciate it. I was part of a Nasheed show sometime a week or two ago. So I really appreciate this second opportunity that you actually called us back. Yeah.
Yes, no. So without any further ado, we have quite a jam-packed program. Maybe afterwards we'll ask how things are going to go, plans-wise there in Soweto. But I think ultimately people want to hear the nasheeds, so let's not keep them waiting too long. They fasted 30 days. Please go ahead, inshallah, and let's hear that, inshallah.
Okay, the first one we will do is called Allah Gupela, Allah alone.
Inshallah, go for it.
Bismillah.
Allah Gupela, Allah Gupela, Allah.
Allah Gupela, Allah. Allah Gupela, Allah. Allah Gupela, Allah. Allah Gupela, Allah la ilaha illallah. Allah la ilaha. Allah la ilaha illallah. الله لا إله الله لا إله إلا 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 الله لا إله.
May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala soothe your hearts and bring calmness, as He says, Allah bi dhikrillah tatma'innul qulub, that indeed the hearts are brought to rest. Brothers, we have to ask Maaf. I'd love to spend a long evening with you, but I'm going to ask you just to do one more for us, inshallah, and then we'll have to call it a night and perhaps redo this again when time allows us, inshallah. Please proceed with the next one.
No problem, inshallah. We can see our best for time.
Allah, taliwetu
Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Allah,
taliwetu
Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, taliwetu Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah,
taliwetu
Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, taliwetu Allah, 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 Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Allah, taliwetu Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, taliwetu Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah,
taliwetu.
And once again, as I said, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala affirm our hearts with His dhikr and envelope us in that comfort, knowing that although we cannot be together with family and friends this Eid, we do indeed have the comfort of knowing that our tongues are still moist with His dhikr, inshallah. So to Ubuntu Islam, we ask that we live in a state of Ubuntu and a state of Islam, not now but forever, and especially during the time of COVID-19, when our communities are being called ever more so to be united and to assist those in need. So if there's anybody that you'd like to say greetings to quickly for Eid, please go ahead, and then we're going to bid you farewell.
Guys, want to say anything? Okay. No, we just like to say wish everybody Eid Mubarak and let everybody be safe. Let everybody enjoy in their comfort of their homes. They should keep safe social distancing, and inshallah, yeah, they should just may Allah accept from all of us, inshallah.
Ameen.
Salam alaikum.
Ameen.
Fi amanillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
To our viewers, please stay tuned. We're going to be speaking to Yasmin Ali, or infamous Tong Cape Malay breakfast meal. That is the tongue and something that people either love or you either hate. So Yasmin will be speaking to us about that. Thaakir, can you tell us a bit about Yasmin before we bring her on, so people are aware who exactly Yasmin Ali is?
So Yasmin is she is the owner of Bakeway. It started as a startup, and then obviously, I mean, they've been on various television shows. I mean, the name is spread around Joburg. She's catered for numerous amount of events. I mean, at one stage they were catering for this football team, Kaizer Chiefs, and I mean, it just shows the quality of her work. And I mean, for all the listeners out there, you can certainly be assured that her recipe is a go-to. I promise you. And this one right here would obviously give you a reason to obviously go to her. I'll give you the details in just a bit on where you can get a hold of her and all of her details. So Bakeway is situated at number 28 Kirby Bella Road, Malbarton. And you can contact her via email on bakeway47@gmail.com. Her contact numbers go as followed as 07924078886. Or you can get a hold of her on her business line at 011-682-3379. That is 011-682-3379. That's where you can get hold of Yasmin Ali and Bakeway. Bakeway has a various amount of savories. They obviously cater for special occasions. And now that Ramadan's done, one of mine and Shakeel's favorites, Kusista Sundays. So between 8 and 10 a.m. on a Sunday, you can get your freshly served Kusistas from Bakeway. Okay. So yeah, let's cross over to Yasmin.
Enough making us list, Thaakir, let's get straight to it. And Yasmin, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Salaamedia. And we are speaking, as you know, about the tongue. So our tongues were moist with dhikr of Allah. And now we will be speaking about the tongue that we eat. And may our tongues not be sharp now that the month of Ramadan is over. We can speak all night about the various ways of using this word, but we want to hear from you. So please speak us through the journey of the tongue and this particular meal, inshallah.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Well, I don't know where the tongue originated from, but it's a tradition that has been carried on from generation to generation, and still we're serving it today for breakfast. So actually tomorrow morning. So a lot of people don't know how to make a tongue. If they see the tongue, but you know what? It's the most nicest part of the cow you can get, or the sheep if you want the smaller ones. The tongue, you want me to, you boil your tongue? Sorry, Thaakir make me a bit nervous here. So your tongue, you bake, you boil it with a bay leaf. Once you boil it with a bay leaf, it take the meaty taste out of that. And you've obviously got to, once your tongue is boiled soft, if you pressure cooker, it takes you under an hour. If a normal pot, it takes you up to 3 hours. Then you've got to peel off the hard part of the tongue. And then you've got to grill your tongue with nice barbecue spice, salt and pepper, and onion just for the gravy. And then, yes, you cut up, you can have a nice brown sauce with your tongue. And that is the best served with potbrood or a nice fresh baked bread on a Eid morning. And the soutvleis, that also is part of it.
Run us through that quickly. Yeah. I was actually in studio earlier on, and then I was speaking to Safaraz, and I was explaining to him he's told me his soutvleis, and then I was trying to find the translation for soutvleis, and that's where Shakeel came with that salt meat. So what exactly is soutvleis, and how do you prepare it?
It's a silver side part, but it's not very popular in Johannesburg. It's a must in Cape Town. It's your silver side. You also boil until it's soft, and you can either grate it and have it with your mayos. But when you boil it, it's got to have some cloves and bay leaves. Your bay leaf is the secret to boiling things like this. So the soutvleis, Shakeel, it's a must for a Sunday, for a Eid morning with your tongue. So please, we've got to get used to that in Joburg.
Yeah, look, last Eid I was kurbaning my friend's house and they wanted to give it to me. And coming from a background of, mixed heritage, Indian and Malay household, my father doesn't really eat half these things. So my mother has to just accommodate him and he's fussy palate, if I can say. So we keep Eid morning quite simple by us. But definitely when we visit friends' homes, we are obviously accustomed to trying out these things without our dad there because he would definitely not want to eat it. But Yasmin, we're going to have to cut it short. We're going to show the viewers just quickly what it is we are talking about the tongue. That is this dish over here. And I hope that you can see. And as the aunties would say, before you eat, come bismillah, come eat. And in the name of Allah, enjoy your meal. So that is that. But there are some other treats that were prepared by Auntie Yasmin, which we are showing you now.
We're certainly looking forward to trying this. I mean, we've got some, there's some samosas, there's pies.
Oh, enjoy.
That we're going to be digging into after the show. All compliments of Bakeway. Shukran so much. And we hope that all the listeners and the viewers of Salaamedia will come through and come support Bakeway for all the amazing work that they're doing in the area, in the communities, and obviously using an opportunity like this to give back to the community. And Savory is not all that they have. They do obviously have a whole wide variety of biscuits. I mean, guys, my favorites are here. I can sit with a cup of tea and maybe a couple of hundreds of eetsogies for the Eid morning. Over some of those amazing conversations that we'll be having. And Yasmin, shukran so much for taking the time out of your evening. I hope you go back to your labaran cooking and you get everything ready for tomorrow morning for the family, inshallah. Thank you for taking some of the time.
Shukran. And enjoy your Eid. Eid Mubarak to you guys and your families. Jazakallah for having me on.
All the best, inshallah. So we are now moving on to a discussion. Please stay tuned about the Eid documentary. Then now you know there's a documentary coming up, and guess who stars in the documentary? That is you, the individual that's celebrating Eid under lockdown. You are central to this documentary, and you need to record your activities for the day on landscape. When I say landscape, I mean like this, not like that. And you record yourself making the takbir, preparing meals, getting dressed, making the salah. Well, don't make salah and record, please, but you know what I mean. And yeah, Shamila Khan's going to be speaking to us a bit about the documentary. But before that, we're going to be playing the advert that was prepared for this documentary so you can get some idea as to what is happening. And the ad will be played in a few seconds. So if you can please have the ad played, and then we will jump straight into a discussion with Shamila Khan.
Join us as we embark on a collective Eid documentary project. A group of local filmmakers and artistic curators are putting together a short documentary on Eid in lockdown, and we would love you to participate, whether you are celebrating Eid alone or with family. Tell us how you feel about having an Eid during lockdown. Use your smartphone or camera to document whatever you find interesting, fun, or sad about this Eid. Tell us how you will be creating new ways that allow you to uphold past Eid traditions. This is an important moment in our collective history and experience. Tell your story. We want to hear from you. Send us your most meaningful footage to be part of this inspired project. If you are interested and would like to receive further instructions, WhatsApp 072-378-7409 or email edocu@gmail.com. That's EIDDOCU@gmail.com.
Yes, so without any further ado, but instead of faffing and waiting and wondering what it's all about, we're going to have Shamila Khan speaking to us soon about the documentary and exactly what role you, the listener, the audience, has to play. And you must remember that with social media and the rise of the cell phone, you are the journalist, and so you record your own story. So please, if can we please have Shamila Khan with us this evening to discuss the documentary, inshallah, without any further ado.
Assalamu alaikum to you and to the listeners. Shukran for having me.
Afwan,
Yes.
it's only a pleasure. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your evening on this what do they call it? Ola Barangan.
Yeah. Yeah. Shamila, you'll be very pleased to know that I've been trying to already document what we've been up to here. Yes, I have been doing it in landscape. So for those watching, this is landscape. And perhaps I'll even record this interview, Shamila, if you don't mind. So yeah, I'm gonna ask you to give me a second, and then you can go right into it, speaking to us a bit about the Eid documentary and how listeners can get involved. Inshallah, all the best. Go for it.
Okay, Bismillah. Yes, Shakeel, you can record this. So basically, the documentary, Eid Lockdown documentary, involves it's a collaboration. I would think that it's a community documentary collaboration, and these are always amazing because you get to see your work, after an edit, and it's always just so amazing to see how our different Eids can intersect. Sometimes we have completely different rituals that we do with our families, and other times we can see all the similarities. The project is basically you, as Shakeel described, you're taking your phone, as you do generally. I mean, we live in the selfie age, and just documenting yourself, your thoughts, your experiences in this lockdown Eid, because as you know, this is a moment kind of in our history for generations to come. Like, what is a lockdown Eid? And I'm very happy to report on already some videos that were sent, because some people in other parts of the world are already, they've had their Eid. For example, Dubai had a crazy storm. They've sent in these videos. And just other parts of the world, different Zoom conversations that were happening, different forms of giving gifts. How do people receive Eid? How do kids receive Eid and gifts this Eid? What are people doing to make this Eid special? And we would love to have you just document that and send it through to us. We've created, and I think maybe Shakeel, you can share it, and was shared in the advert, just different ways to get in touch with us. And it doesn't have to be extreme. You can just take a short video of something that's special for you and your family on this Eid, or you can just put your camera against something and just chat to us in a kind of interview manner about your Eid experience. What did you miss in Eid this year? And what did you also gain? I mean, maybe there was something that you found that was interesting this year, and you can also document that. But we have many prompts that you can look at, and that can guide you to how you can actually film some stuff and send it in, inshallah.
Yeah, so I think each one listening can tune into Salaamedia. After the show, I will post the pictures describing what needs to happen so that you can have a look at that. And ultimately, the story is yours to tell. So don't come on stage and act, be yourself. And please do send us that content, because ultimately you are writing the script of the history that 3 generations from now will want to know about, when maybe their parent or grandparent, whoever you are, whatever you are by then, had experienced Eid under lockdown, something strange that they might wonder what it was all about. So Shamila, thanks so much to you and to the team. I know we're all quite nervous and hoping it all goes well. I'm sure it will. And yeah, Allah make it easy and make it fruitful, and let us all find the silver lining in our Eid. And as Akida said, we are changing our traditions, or we are bending our traditions to fit into the rules, not the other way around. So yes, adhere to lockdown. Anything else that you'd like to say before you leave?
No, shukran, and Eid Mubarak to everyone. And we hope that you find time, just a little bit of time, to participate in this, because it is a wonderful project. I think it's one of the more interesting ones, I think, in lockdown. So inshallah.
Yeah.
And Eid Mubarak to you and to your listeners.
And of course, you'll be missing out on your Eid Salah this year, Shamila. I'm sure you're quite sad about that.
We are so sad about
nonetheless,
this, but inshallah, again one day.
Without any further ado, Shamila Khan speaking to us about the Eid documentary. Please please do treat yourself as somebody special this year, because your story is just that important. Don't allow yourself to filter your own story by not doing just to record yourself speaking about your Eid. So we are going to take a short break, and when we get back, we're going to be speaking to people who are newly into the Deen of Islam, how they're experiencing this month, as well as playing voice notes of nasheeds from Al Furud Nasheed Group. So if you could please jump straight into those voice notes of Al Furud Nasheed Group that can soothe us while we recollect our thoughts and prepare for the rest of this evening show, inshallah.
الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر كبيرا والحمد لله كثيرا وسبحان الله بكرة وأصيلا. لا إله إلا الله ولا نعبد إلا إياه مخلصين له الدين ولو كره الكافرون. لا إله إلا الله وحده صدق وعده ونصر عبده وأعز جنده وهزم الأحزاب وحده. لا إله إلا الله هو الله أكبر. الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر. الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر. الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر. الله أكبر.
لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. ما لنا رب سوى. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. ما لنا رب سوى. ربنا رب القلوب وهو علام الغيوب. في الشروق وفي الغروب نوره يهدي العصا. ربنا رب القلوب وهو علام الغيوب. في الشروق وفي الغروب نوره يهدي العسى ربنا الهادي الودود فضله ملء الوجود عفوه خير وجود فارتجي دوم الرضا ربنا الهادي الودود فضله ملء الوجود عفوه خير وجود فارتجي دوم الرضا فارتجي دوم الرضا لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا رب سواه ربنا الحي الرقيب يعبل العبد المنيب فهو رحمن المجيب للدعاء ومن دعا ربنا الحي الرقيب يعبل العبد المنيب فهو رحمن المجيب للدعاء ومن دعا ربنا الهادي الودود فضله ملء الوجود عفوه خير وجود فارتجي دوم الرضا ربنا الهادي الودود فضله ملء الوجود عفوه خير وجود فارتجي دوم الرضا فارتجي دوم الرضا لا إله إلا الله لا
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And myself, Shakeel Garda, and Thaakir Dawood over here, welcome you back into our Unlocking Eid special. As we know, lockdown is definitely a thing. However, Eid must go on. We do have Suan Portis with us this evening, speaking to us a bit about her Eid experience. And of course, Suan is going to explain to us how she's going to be spending the Eid. We thought we'll get someone personal telling us about what they're about to do this Eid, because up to now all our guests have been speaking to us about campaigns and projects that they are doing. This is an individual experience. So for the next few minutes, we'll be speaking to Suan about her experience. Suan, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to Salaamedia. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much for having me.
Walaikum salam and welcome to Salaamedia. We are happy to speak to you this evening and grateful, of course, to Muhammad Uzair for putting us in contact with you. Of course, we know nothing about you at all, and that's exciting. So we'd like for you to just tell us a bit about what you're looking forward to doing on this day of Eid coming up quite soon, and how lockdown is affecting what you are normally used to doing on this day as well, please.
Sure. I am a new revert to Islam. I just reverted in January of this year. So this is my first Ramadan spending Ramadan actually fasting. Previously, I would just see my friends partaking in Ramadan. So yeah, this is my first time fasting. For Eid, I will just be at home with my family. I do not have a Muslim family, so it will be a bit different. I'll just be at home. Maybe I'll cook something special. I don't know. But yeah, I think it would have been nice to spend it with people who are also Muslims so that I can really experience the traditions and I guess the food that's you usually eat.
Yeah, it's quite interesting because you don't have anything to compare it to, of course, it being your first. But in a strange way, maybe you'll be one of the first people to actually take the Eid practice and make it something that people who are not necessarily Muslim can also enjoy in your own home. I suppose by being creative, and if you need any tips for that, we can obviously assist with that. But speak to us a bit about how Ramadan's been for you as well. It being your first Ramadan as well. What was that like, especially being under lockdown? What resources were you using to remain connected somehow?
I think it's been really good for me. It's really helped me a lot to learn discipline and definitely consistency in my salah. I've been making use of a lot of videos. Luckily, in the lockdown, I feel like there's been a lot of online resources, lots of videos and knowledge for us to learn from. So that's been great. I've been asking my friends and just talking to them about any questions that I've had. So I've had a lot of support. I think I'm quite lucky. I don't think a lot of reverts have the amount of support that I do, but I'm quite lucky to have all of the support. So yeah, it's been good. But like you said, I don't really have anything to compare it to. So for me, it's quite normal to spend my seri and my iftar alone. And yeah. So.
I'm not sure if Thaakir has any questions for you. Go for it, Thaakir.
Yeah, I've just got a quick one. See, that was your first Ramadan, and I also personally know quite a number of people whose Ramadan it was their first Ramadan. What advice do you have for people who will be next year, inshallah, embarking on their first Ramadan? And how did you manage to stay steadfast? And what advice can you give them to stay steadfast in their journey, inshallah, that would happen in the future?
I think for me, what I would have wanted to hear from myself is to not put so much pressure on myself. I think in the beginning, you really want to do everything perfect. So I would have told someone just to take it slow and just to do what you can, because you really can't do everything in the beginning like perfectly. So yeah, I think that would have been my biggest advice, to just take it one day at a time and just really be kind to yourself, because yeah, it's a lot to take in.
Definitely, I think not only does that advice apply to people that just came into the deen or are new Muslims, but even all of us. I mean, we thought that, somebody said, if you haven't achieved a new skill in lockdown, you have wasted your time and procrastinated. But many people say, excuse me, I'm actually suffering right now with anxiety, or it's just not my favorite space to be in, locked up at home. So go easy on yourself. And I mean, now Ramadan's over. We had a routine for 4 weeks. It's not going to be the case anymore. We have to reinvent the wheel, and that's a whole challenge all on its own. But Su'an, I'm going to say thank you and shukran to you for your time, and I hope to catch up with you soon again, inshallah. And perhaps hear stories from you about how you spent your Eid. Maybe convincing the family to maybe make a cookbook treat that you have never tried before, and be shocked when you taste what maybe Thaakir was speaking about, tong, the tongue of a cow or a sheep. I'm not sure if that tickles your fancy, but you're welcome to try. But nonetheless, we are going to have a documentary as well, which you'd like, maybe you'd be interested in being part of. But we'll chat about that offline. And we say shukran, assalamu alaikum to you, and Eid Mubarak, all the best, and take care.
Jazakallah, Eid Mubarak.
Assalamu alaikum. So up next, we're going to be playing some takbir videos, some voice notes we received from friends and family, and also telling you to just media, call into Salaamedia and send us your Eid shout-outs. I don't know how much longer we're going to be here. I think till about 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. being the time I need to head home. I'm not sure about Thaakir. Maybe he wants to sit here all night. I don't know. But ultimately, yeah, we have a few minutes left of this Eid show. So send your requests. If you like certain dhikr, I'm willing to put myself on the block here and say I'll do it for you. So yeah,
a lot of people's been requesting that on Facebook. I mean, for those of you that haven't been interacting, get down to the comment section and start interacting with us. I know many people's requested Shakeel to start takbiring, to start jikering. So yeah, let's see. Let's get you guys up to a certain amount of comments. Name a number,
and I'll send you my banking details afterwards. Okay, let's get 10 people to say something in the comment section, and then I will do something. I'll do a dhikr or a jikr, as we say, and we'll make it a bit exciting before we play other stuff, because we are here, we might as well do it ourselves. So go for it, please comment, and then we'll wait for you. And if you think I'm being rude, I'm not. I'm just checking if anyone commented. So please don't mind me looking at the screen.
Most definitely. So we're going to be jumping straight into it. I mean, we know Shakeel is famously known for his rendition of the istighfar and all of those things at the masjid. And now, certainly tonight on Facebook, he's going to be gracing your presence, where he's going to be showing us, or obviously allowing us to hear his different lagus and the way he goes about his business. We're certainly looking forward to that.
Yeah, look, before that, we're going to play Uncle Mustafa Bumgard, his video that he sent during the takbir. We have his, and we have Muhammad Zahir, Jardine. We're going to play theirs, and then we'll get into it. So while that happens, you can decide what you want me to do for you, and I'll do it for you. I don't know why I'm doing this, putting myself on the block here, but you know, anyway, this first time for everything.
Once in a lifetime, so start typing. Get those fingers typing. Send in your comments, Kanala. I just want to hear this guy watch our live on air.
He will not laugh, man. Anyway, so Uncle Mustafa Bumgard will be doing the takbir for us, inshallah. Up next.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar walillahil hamd.
Playing the takbir of Muhammad Zahir Jardine. On his lap is his daughter Aya. And please, without any further ado, we'd have to hear that one as well.
This is certainly one of my favorites.
So I'm trying to get all of Yasin Jardine. We actually created a group on WhatsApp for people to send in their salawat in the month of Ramadan every night. If I don't get all of him, I'm going to ask the team behind the scenes to call Yasin Jardine, because Yasin Jardine is somebody I think who took the initiative to actually make Ramadan a bit more interactive for people who are used to going to the masjid and couldn't. And Yasin made the group possible with the munayat, that is the salawat, or intimate discourse between the person rendering it and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as well, where you say as-salatu was-salamu alayk. And so hopefully if you get Yasin Jardine in, you can do some of that and tell us a bit about the group that was started. Let's see. We'll wait patiently. In the meantime, can you please play the video of Muhammad Zahir Jardine? Thaakir, what's your favorite trick? I'm not sure if you have one. But yeah, let's hear it.
I think my favorite part of that would have to be the Ashrakal.
So go for it.
For some certain reason, I don't know, for some reason it just brings such a warm, fuzzy feel in your heart, and you start remembering all those good times that you had with people that's obviously left the dunya, and it just brings all those emotions to life.
So let's bring it into studio. Go for it.
Not right now. I can't see myself crying on.
Okay, at the end of the show.
I'll reserve that for tomorrow after the Eid Salah, inshallah.
But we're not going to be there, so yes, Muhammad Zahir Jardine, please can we have that video with Aya Jardine, and inshallah maybe we'll enjoy this. It is at 1 hour 15 seconds, and we are waiting for that to be played, inshallah.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar walillahil hamd.
Muhammad Thaakir Jardine. Muhammad Zahir Jardine. Can you see we're confused here? It's because I need to speak to somebody else as well. He sent a voice note through, and we need to hear that Ismail Jakut's kind voice note all the way from Cape Town. I'm going to be sending it to the team now to play. So in the meantime, please, guys, send your comments. ask us what you want us to recite or to dhikr, and we will do it for you while we are here.
So the comments are growing, and it's growing. I mean, we haven't reached 10 as yet, but the moment we do reach 10, guys, I promise you, I will be getting Shakeel to start jiggering for us. I mean, how beautiful was in this Ramadan? I'm not sure if you remember in that Munayat group that Yasin started. Aya Munayat the first night, obviously giving us her rendition of Hasbunallah, and then as the month went along, Hasbunallah extended because she couldn't say all the words initially, and I mean,
learned through the month.
Through the month, she learned, and it just shows how amazing this month of Ramadan is, and how from the youngest of kids out there to the oldest of people in our community that we look up to, every single person benefits from this month. I certainly benefited from it, and I hope you did. Shakeel is just going to give us a quick takbir before we cross over to the next voice note.
Okay, I won't do a takbir. I'll do al-fasalu because I'm waiting for people to comment in. I think we've had quite a lot of takbirs, so I'll do that. Al-fasalu ala nabi khatimi rusuli lil kiram al-fasalu ala nabi khatimi rusuli lil kiram la ilaha illallah Muhammad al-Rasul Rasulullah La ilaha illallah Muhammad al-Rasul Rasulullah. Okay, so we're ready to play the voice note. Ismail Jakut, that is the Vice Chairperson of MSA UWC. We'd like to hear from him now, inshallah. Without any further ado, Ismail Jakut's voice note.
عيد مبارك تقبل الله منا ومنكم صالح الأعمال. May Allah accept our good deeds and stay safe inshallah.
Yes, so shukran to Ismail Jakut, a very short and sweet voice note. Unfortunately, one of the only ones we received this evening, but nonetheless, he'll be trying to get hold of Yasin Jardine, and inshallah, that will inspire us to hear a bit about the program that he ran over WhatsApp. And yeah, we are now looking at Facebook, so if you just excuse me for a minute, I'm going to read the comments, if there are any.
I think there's quite a bit of comments that people have actually been enjoying this.
Where do I check?
We've seen the likes of Murshid Japi commenting on this. We've seen the likes of Murshid Japi commenting on this, and then he's obviously also we also had a number of people. Mustafa. There's been a number of people that's been interacting with us, and thank you so much for interacting with us throughout the show. We're really enjoying it. We're enjoying the content. It's something different. I mean, throughout my childhood, I've grown up, and on a Eid evening, my mom would be busy preparing dishes, and we'd be tuning in, and we'd be tuning into the radio, listening to the people's beautiful takbirs, the Eid messages, and all of those things. And it's quite crazy to think that a couple of years later, here myself and Shakeel sit delivering your Eid broadcast to you. So yeah, in just a minute, we're going to be reading out those comments, and don't be shy to tell us what you want to hear Shakeel jiggering for us on your Ola Barang and to help you get through this evening when you're cooking up a storm in your kitchen. Tell us what you're cooking tomorrow. I mean, we'd love to hear what's on the menu. Obviously, being in lockdown, it'll be interesting to see what would differ, how people are going about their Eid preparation. I mean, it's gonna be quite quite different. One for the books, most certainly. First time not going for Eid Salah. Obviously, the masjids won't be open. I know that for a number of years, Shakeel and myself would go to the same mosque on an Eid morning, and coincidentally, we would never sit next to each other, but we do know that after that Eid Salah and the khutbahs take place, you have such a social gathering at the front of the masjid where everybody that you haven't seen in years, in ages, you actually get to see, and it makes it quite heartwarming to see that you can actually have those moments. So tomorrow it looks like we'll be switching over to Zoom and other platforms to experience the same amount of love, and hopefully, inshallah, everybody sitting in all corners of the earth, inshallah, will get to experience this with us tomorrow. Let us know what you're getting up to. It looks like we've got a couple of requests for Shakeel to Thaakir for us. There's been quite a number of stuff. Shakeel, what are you saying?
Yeah, look, I think I'll give the people what they're asking for, only because it is Ramadan, and well, it's not Ramadan actually, it's Eid. Arifa Bungad, somebody that I think really grew this month, a friend of mine as well. We all been using social media quite often, but social media actually brought us closer to Allah in a way, because we used it, I think, in a good way, bringing communities closer together. People were actually engaged in the act of respecting one another on there. And of course, there were some fights, but when isn't there fights when people are involved? But I'm going to go live on Instagram as well, so we can get the live done with the takbir. So inshallah, we're going to be commencing with the Eid takbir. And Thaakir, you better jawab. I'm not letting you get away with it. Please tell me what's so funny, Thaakir.
I just popped my eyes down on my phone for a second, yeah, and Auntie Samika is saying that Salam's boys, mashallah, so lekker. Shakeel has a quite lagu, honey.
I tell Auntie Shamika I'm still waiting for my gebakte brood.
Dude,
but
did you see?
Yeah.
And that's something that's been the quiet thing of lockdown. Did you see the videos and the pictures that's been going up of that gebakte brood that they've been putting up last night? I feel like a piece can be delivered to each one of us.
Yeah, look, I think it's only
not so
fair.
far.
It's only fair that we're keeping you busy, so why can't you keep us busy tomorrow morning when we're eating? But anyway, I'm going to start the takbir, and Thaakir is going to join me, and he doesn't have a choice actually.
Okay.
So,
Bismillah.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar walillahil hamd. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to anyone on the Instagram live. I'm just going to check some of the comments that have been posted. I see that some of you have commented, so please do keep commenting. If you want to hear anything in particular, I will, well, myself and Thaakir will definitely do. Shakeel, you need a fade, to be honest. Brah, I need a fade. I look like a sheep, and it's not even Eid al-Adha. My hair is unruly, my beard is unruly. Shy, so that is Shahid. He says, MashaAllah. Just Salman says, Eid Mubarak. Shai saw the man himself. It is what it is. If you don't know that saying, guys, it is what it is, indeed.
But listen, here, just on that point of that faith that Shakeel needs, I offered because I'm a good friend and I look out for him, and obviously his image, because he is gonna. I knew he's gonna be on Facebook Live this evening. I knew that he's gonna be reaching the numbers. This guy's views are up amongst one of the best at Salaamedia. So I told him, bro, let me drink you the faith for Bara, and let me maybe shave your beard for you, Bunny. Shakeel knows best.
It's not legal. But listen, please send us any suggestions that you want us to make thicker of before the show ends now. The show is on Facebook Live, but also on my Instagram. So any adhkar you want us to do before the month, the day ends, please. This doesn't mean the month is over. Shawwal just began, guys. So it's time for us to also be to continue on the spirit of Ramadan. So Akila Hendrikse wants us to ashrakal. So I'm gonna ask Mr.
Akila
Surah Yasin. Ya Salam. You want us to bash the whole Surah Yasin? You know what? We'll do Yasin just now. And ek moet nou net my les gaan vaar maak, like they say. But I'm joking. We'll maybe do some Yasin for you. But first, the ashrakal, inshallah.
Tafadhal, Shakeel.
Ya Rasulullah, Ya Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Ya Rasulullah, Ya Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allah ya Habib, Ya Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Okay, now look, the people that want us to Kira. I'm not a Kira man, but I am getting there, inshallah. With training, this month of Ramadan was about correcting the tajweed. So I'm not going to Kira, but we will recite Surah Yasin, a short piece, just for Iman. That is Imam Bijou. And if anybody else has any requests, please send them through before my battery dies. Yeah, please. And when I say that, I mean my battery, as in like my battery.
Your mental capacity.
So, for those of you who don't know, Surah Yasin is often recited in adhkar in a collective form, and that is to draw Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's mercy, as it is a surah that is often recited to remind those on their last of the akhirah, and also all of us of the summary of Allah's message in the Quran. So, تقبل الله منا ومنكم يا كريم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ياسين صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم. ياسين والقرآن الحكيم إنك لمن المرسلين على صراط مستقيم. تنزيل العزيز الرحيم لتنذر قوما ما أنذر آباؤهم فهم غافلون. لقد حق القول على أكثرهم فهم لا يؤمنون. Unfortunately, if you want more, you're going to have to join us, inshallah, one day when we make dhikr. I'm going to now do the takbir as it is the night of Eid, and people asking for the takbir again.
Takbir
So
and the closing dua, because we will be ending in
yeah.
just about a minute or two, and Shakeel will be doing the closing dua for us. Shukran for everybody that tuned in tonight. I hope that you enjoyed the show, something different. But yeah, we look forward to obviously doing this a bit more, a lot of interaction, and that's what it's about, interacting with the people and getting to know what the people want, so that we can obviously answer their questions. Like you've gotten the Ashrakal out of Shakeel, you've gotten him to,
Of you, yeah. But look, you praat nou baie. We're gonna carry on now.
Tafadhal.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Wallahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar walillahil hamd. Okay, all of you who are listening, at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, go onto your stoop or your backyard and render the takbir, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd, and also observe this evening as you have treated one of the odd nights of Ramadan, treat tonight as one of those nights to do extra ibadah, salatul tasbih, make some intentions for the future, and we are going to make dua now. Al-Fatiha, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وادخلنا الجنة مع الأبرار يا عزيز يا غفار يا رب العالمين ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. Ya Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, makbul our acts of ibadah in the month of Ramadan, grant us sincerity of our deeds, and allow all that we do to be for your pleasure only, solely, inshallah, I mean, and allow us to return to next year with the month of Ramadan in a different fervor after having learned the way we were deprived of the masjid and of these gatherings due to the lockdown. قال الله تعالى مؤمرا وآمرا إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وأصحابه وبارك وسلم. اللهم افتح لنا بالخير واختم لنا بالخير واجعل أواقب أمورنا بالخير بيدك الخير والعافية إنك على كل شيء قدير. ألا إن أولياء الله لا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون الذين آمنوا وكانوا يتقون بفضلك دعواهم فيها سبحانك اللهم وتحيتهم فيها سلام وآخر دعواهم أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. Please don't forget that it is what it is, and whatever we can do and can't do tomorrow, it's in Allah's hands. Do what you can to behave yourselves and meet but don't greet, so we can stay ahead of the curve. We want to see each other alive the next Eid, inshallah. And another thing is, if you want to be part of a documentary, please DM me so we can get your details and allow you to send in your content that you record during the Eid day. Don't forget to record your content with landscape, and don't forget to takbir at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Please, guys, let's make the best of Eid and don't let it all go to waste, because we worked hard enough for the month of Ramadan, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is indeed watching us to give us our award for that month. May Allah accept all our deeds, and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We're going to greet now, because this is the only way we greet. We can't greet like we normally do on Eid. And yeah, so that's it from us. We're going to go off now, but please do stay tuned for more updates so you can get involved in making this Eid a national memory for us, inshallah. this year of 2020. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And as with regards to our listeners on Salaamedia, please can you all stay tuned, because we're going to be playing our final Alwida voice note from the Al Farood team. In fact, no, we play the video from Al Jim. So we're going to be playing the video from Al Jim
as we bid farewell to the month of
as we bid
Ramadan
farewell to the month
this evening. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
السلام عليك يا شهر رمضان السلام عليك يا شهر الصيام السلام عليك يا شهر القيام الوداع